And Miss Wilkins, I'm gonna remove you. All right, that leaves us with Golden Pond Estates versus Shauna Schweitzer. Mr. Robert Dutka is here on behalf of the apartment complex or the park. And I'm a little confused as this. It's filed as a termination of tenancy on a mobile home, just cause. I don't have a lease.
There isn't one, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Dutka, can you enlighten us?
Well, Your Honor, she does occupy a mobile home in the park. She is behind in her rent and has been behind. And although the law only requires 3 notices within 1 year for the just cause termination, I'm counting at least 5 that have been issued to her in the last 12 months before the date of filing. So I guess that's where we stand right now.
All right. Ms. Schweitzer, do you own the mobile home?
Yes, I do, sir.
They're asking you to move, and the law would give you, just a minute, would give you 10 days to move and 90 days to move or sell the mobile home. The way they filed this. Now, there's no lease. That's a bit unusual, Mr. Dutka. How did that come about? Okay. You do have a lease?
Yes, I signed one when I got in here.
What is your monthly lot rent?
$370.
When did you move in?
February of 2020.
Mr. Dutka, how far is the rent in arrears?
Well, let's see. We were most recent demand for possession non-payment of rent was in April. At that point, she owed $370. I don't know what the status is. I'd have to ask Mr. Bush, who's also present, if he knows what the balance is.
Yes, I know what the balance is. Yeah, she hasn't. So it's April, May, and now June. So 370 times 3, plus 2 late fees. She's not yet late for June because she wouldn't be until the 7th.
All right, Ms. Schweitzer, this is quite involved because in a mobile home termination, if you have 3 lates in a 12-month period, they can ask to terminate the lease on the lot.
I understand.
But it's a huge pain in the neck because you have 10 days to move and then 90 days to move or sell the mobile home. So go ahead. I interrupted you. What's your position here?
Okay, so I asked for the first few 7-day notice to quit because I was working with the CERA through the whole COVID ordeal, and they were helping paying my rent. And then he didn't tell me I was behind right away. He waited until I was 2 months behind to tell me, hey, this person stopped paying rent for you, helping you with rent. So you're behind 2 months now. That's fine. I mean, I understand. I owe it. I live here. But I mean, I've asked for these, and now that I have them, and whenever I talk to DHS, they won't take a 7-day notice to quit. They got to have an actual eviction. So I never wanted to go to court the last time, take it that far. So I just went ahead and I got the money around, got it paid. And then this time, I'm working with Michigan something. It's something to do with the CERA, kind of like that, but it's not that. It's Michigan Housing.
All right.
I've emailed Justin asking him if there's anything I can do to make a payment plan, anything. I had the money back in April, but somebody stole $1,900 out of my bank account, and that was my back rent and my car money. So now I've got to wait until my new school check gets in where I'll actually have a lump sum myself.
Well, you're in a canoe and you're headed toward the waterfall and you're about to go over it. He's not at this point asking for money. He's asking that you move out. You pointed out something that you said, and it might have been passing. The instructions I give you say you do not need a writ of eviction to receive assistance. The summons and complaint are sufficient. However, DHS often says you need a writ of eviction. So I read that instruction with a caution. Some judges are very resentful of it because they don't believe it's accurate. But at any rate, you're about to get an eviction, and not for you to pay the rent, but to move. Now, the law requires that I continue this matter for at least 7 days. Ms. Bauer is here from legal aid if you wish to consult with her in a breakout room. Bob, we were bumping these. I'm gone on Monday, the 12th. So I'm using Wednesday, the 14th of June. Are you available at 1:40 on June 14th?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
All right.
Can I say something else, Honor?
Yes.
I mean, I understand that I've been behind in rent and it's all because I haven't had a job, but now me and my 3 kids all have jobs. So rent is not going to be an issue anymore. I've asked Justin to help with our water even because I have to go out and buy water all the time. I pay almost $300 to $900 a month in electric here. I'm trying.
All right. Well,
And
now he does not have to evict you. He can agree to accept money if he wants to just get this current. So we're going to continue this to June 14th, which is 9 days from now. And then the law would give you an additional 10 days to pay the rent or be subject to being evicted. You're not a huge amount behind, although 370 times 3.
it's under $1,200.
Yeah, $1,110. But I don't know what else to say at this point. They filed this action in April. We're here now. April, May, and June are delinquent. And I don't know whether there's an emergency funding coming or not. I do know this. It's a lot of work to get you out and then 90 days to move the mobile home. If the rent can be reconciled, there's some benefit in that. Do you wish to speak to the rep from legal aid?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with them, but we're going to be back here 9 days from now, June 14th at 1:40. Meg, do you see that a lot where DHS says you do need the writ of eviction?
So I was going to tell you, I will send you the manual from the state where it says that a summons and complaint is sufficient. We
Yes.
used to see that, and we worked
Well-
with DHS in Kalamazoo County. So it sounds like we really need to work with DHS.
Well, it's all over the state, and Tom Boyd had shared that with us many years ago at a conference. I think he was still a judge before he was a state court administrator. But at any rate, they're still getting that answer from staff. But at any rate, it doesn't solve her problem. She's got other issues. So I'm going to open the breakout room. Ms. Schweitzer, you join it. And I will see you by Zoom or live on June 14th at 1:40.
Judge, can Ms. Schweitzer leave from the
Yeah,
breakout
you
room?
can just go when we're done.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
All right, Bob.
Thank you.
Certainly, I always encourage the tenant to stay in contact with the landlord. She's not terribly behind, but all right, we'll address it 9 days from now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Dutka.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Ms. Schweitzer is here. She's early, and I said there's no sense to wait. If you came early, we would start. So let me call the case. This is 23655 LT. It's entitled Golden Pond Estates versus Shauna Schweitzer. It is a just cause mobile home termination. We were here previously on the 5th of June, and we continued the matter until today because that was the day that was available. And we learned that she had been working with the SARA program and had perhaps worked with SARA in the past. And she was also working with the Michigan Housing Commission. Your client indicated they didn't wish to work with them anymore because the system wasn't functioning correctly. And they simply wanted to end this landlord-tenant relationship. Has anything changed in that regard, Mr. Dutka?
No, it hasn't, Your Honor. Mr. Bush, if he makes it here, and if he had to testify, he would say that this tenant would, well, ever since they've owned the park, has been late for almost 22 months. The complaint, I think, is attached at least. I had at least 5 within the last year, 7-day notices for non-payment. So I talked with him just yesterday, and yeah, he basically, they want a resolution of the tenancy and get the space back.
All right. Ms. Schweitzer, do you
Yeah.
have anything else you wish to add?
Yeah, I know last time when we were in court, they said there wasn't a lease. I have documentation right here of a lease.
Okay.
The new park rules. I also have where I've asked for the 7-day notices to get help. I've complained about the sewage backing up. The sewage is backing up again in our yard. This is the 3rd time since I've lived here. I've got emails showing that I've emailed Justin about that. I have the state of Michigan coming in here Friday. Mark, he'll be in here Friday to take samples of the water because there's a parasite in there. That's from the doctor. I've also asked about the cats, and I've also asked him for a copy of the series because the CERA, it said that it paid the one time until July, paid through July. He says, nope, they didn't do that. They said through June, which they said through July. And then I also have an email from him stating that he received an email and he was getting 3 months, August, September, July, August, and September were all coming from them. And
Of what year?
Last year of 2022.
Okay.
I mean, I have all the emails that me and Justin back and forth.
All right. Well, I see why you want to move out of here. You've been 5 lates in a 12-month period, so you have 10 days to move and 90 days to move or sell the mobile home.
I mean, I've tried working with Justin and he won't even respond.
I guess he doesn't have to. He hired a lawyer.
I understand that.
He's got his hat on here in a court proceeding.
I was told
They want you to move. You've been multiple times late on your rent. It's delinquent April, May, and June at this point. They aren't willing to work with the SARA program. They want you to move and recover the lot so they can use it for someone else. It's all regrettable, but they've done what is called dotting their I's and crossing their T's. They've taken all the steps to terminate this tenancy. So, Mr. Duck, I don't have an order. If you would submit one.
I will do that here in a few. Yes, I will do that here in a few minutes. Have it to you.
All right, Miss Schweitzer, yes.
I was told by the manager that used to work out here that there's something in the lease about I get 30 days to move.
No, well, you've had they gave you, that's in the notice to quit, and so that's long past. The notice to quit was served. The complaint was filed in April, And the demand for possession was April 18th, so you've got long past 30 days from now. Then I adjourned at another 9.
Now,
So
if
you
I'm-
have 10 days from today, which would be June 24th, to move out, and 90 days to move or sell the mobile home.
I didn't get July's until, this past April's until May. He did not give them to me until he gave me April and May's both together.
Okay, well, you've certainly got multiple ones. This is unfortunate. You don't want to move. You wish to work with him and he doesn't wish to work with you, but they've met the requirements to terminate this tenancy. So you got 10 days to move and 90 days to move or sell the mobile home. You also have 10 days to appeal this, which would be by June 24th. Mr. Dutka is going to send me the email order in just a moment, and I will send it to you. Would you open the conference room?
Lisa's doing that.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Ms. Switzer. Mr. Dutka, I'll await your order.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll